Morning, YouTube. I am back and we've got a new little setup here just because I found like the lighting was really good down here, and sometimes I like sitting on the floor. And Brooklyn's down here. He's happy. He likes being involved in the vlogs, as you all have seen. But we're back for a reverse diet update and just kind of a catch up on how my week's been. I was thinking that the focus of this vlog would be on my hyperfixation foods. I feel like we all kind of go through that, where there's just like certain meals where you just like have been really enjoying them, and there's been two for me. Right now I have some sweet potatoes in the oven for one of mine, and they're so simple but so delicious. So lately it's been for me sweet potatoes, and what I do is I bake them, but I bake them for a while until they're like very like soft and mushy, like a mash kind of a thing. So I do sweet potato, and then on top of the sweet potatoes I do a fried whole egg and fried egg whites. Again, so simple, and I just season it with like salt and pepper, and then I put cinnamon on top, and then I do sugar-free syrup. And when I tell you, like, I look forward to it so much. It's become my meal too. So after I go to the gym, I have this meal and I look so forward to it. So I'll show you that one in a bit here. And then second hyperfixation meal dessert, as in the evenings, I have like my dinner as my meal for, and then like kind of like part two of it, dessert, is my microwavable single serving protein brownie. I found a recipe online. I've done a little tweaking to it. I'll show you how I make that, but it's so good. It's such a nice treat, and I wouldn't even say it's a brownie. It's like a brownie lava cake kind of a thing. But it really satisfies my sweet tooth and my chocolate desires. So I'll show you that, and then we'll sit down. I'll give you a reverse diet update, and I'll tell you all the things. I check in with my fridge tomorrow. Someone's sugared Brooklyn, but we'll be back. Okay, it is egg frying time, y'all. I do for me, works for my macros right now, the 150 grams of egg whites and then one whole egg, and I flip it whenever I can like touch the edges and nothing is like runny. I fold over. I'm gonna try and do this one-handed, best of my ability. Beautiful. I screwed it over. And me personally, I like my egg yolk to be a little runny, so I'm gonna do the same thing on just this side. Just kind of let it like sit until this part isn't runny, the egg whitey part, and then I'll flip it over, let it cook a little bit on the other side. So that's egg prep, and then like I cut it in half. That's just my little like thing I do. Sweet potatoes are still baking. Okay, and then how I bake my sweet potatoes is I do 400 degrees and I set it for about 50 minutes to an hour. And then the sweet potatoes, I just wrap them individually in foils on a baking sheet. I stab them with a knife. I put some non-stick cook spray on them, and then I just let them bake, and then I stab them with the knife, and if it goes through like easily, then I know it's done. So yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna weigh out my serving and put together my bowl. There goes egg whites. Okay, now for the fun part, which is the topping. So I got my egg whites, my little split, and my sweet potatoes in this bowl. I forgot to mention earlier, but like one of my favorite parts is my peanut butter drizzle. So I weigh out my peanut butter, into the lid because don't want to dirty dishes. And then I melted, and guys, I put it on top and I melt it because look at that, it's so satisfying because then it spreads better, and I usually have to spoon out the rest. So I do that, and then I will put my syrup and cinnamon on top. So I will show you the finished product because yeah, I'm gonna have to spoon the rest of this out, but so good. Okay, we've done it. Cinnamon, my syrup, and a little bit of Texas Pete hot sauces on top, and now we're gonna eat. So yes, hyperfixation meal number 1. Okay, so this is part 1 of my recent hyperfixation meal. So this is like my dinner, and then part 2 is the brownie lava cake that is my dessert. But very simple. That's air fried chicken, tenderloin, mashed up sweet potato. Again, I've been loving sweet potatoes lately. And then some zucchini that I just sauteed in the pan. And then I have some mustard on the side. So very simple. So this is my dinner, and then my dessert is my brownie. Okay, it's brownie time. So in this bowl, I mixed up 1 whole egg with half a cup of this. The other half of the cup I'm going to put on top of the brownie when it's done. I did 14 grams of protein powder, my chocolate, PE Science chocolate truffle. I did 3 tablespoons or 15 grams of this unsweetened baking cocoa. Is that how you say it? Cocoa? Yeah, cocoa. And then I did stevia in it, a little bit of baking powder, and that legit is it. And then I just mixed it all up, and then I let it sit for a little bit. So my chocolate chips I'm gonna add. And this is my microwave safe, lightly greased bowl that I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna hit the zoomie for, I do about 75 seconds to give it that more like lava cake. If you want it to be like brownie, you should probably do like 2 minutes, but I'll show you the finished product. So those are my strawberries I measured out on the side over there, but I'm so excited. And voila, the finished product. That's my yogurt on top, and then I sprinkled some more stevia, but you can kind of see if I get closer, like the lava-ness. So like the outside is like brownie consistency, but the middle is like, it's that more gooey, which I love. So this is my dessert. I'm gonna eat this and watch the valley. Okay, we're back, and it's the next day. I have my Bubba boy here, Brooklyn. Morning time. I just did my check-ins with my coach. Very happy with everything. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we get more food, more macros to work with going into this week. But just kind of recap where I'm at in my reverse diet. I'm about 3.5 weeks at this point post-show. I feel pretty good. Energy is top notch. I'm in the gym. Feeling stronger in my lips. I'm progressing on everything. And because I'm still leaner, not only is it I'm having more food to fuel me, I feel like I have a deeper mind-muscle connection because I actually can see and feel the muscle even more. So that's been making training really fun. So I'm thinking for next vlog, I'll do some training footage and do like a voiceover. So more to come on that. Other reverse diet update things. So last week, because my weight's been pretty much floating like slightly above, like slightly above, and even some days below my stage weight, my mindset's been pretty good, and I've not been having like anything like binging or like off plan eating. I was able to pretty quickly get an untracked meal, which helped a lot because it was my nephew's birthday this weekend, and we had a big party. Had like a carnival theme, just bouncy house, an ice cream truck, a train, and we had family, friends, kind of cater. the event, so lots of grilling and stuff. And so I just expressed to my coach in my check, I was like, yeah, like, I don't have any desire really to like go to like fast food places or anything like that. It's more so situations like that where it's like, yeah, I can just bring my tub and eat my food and I'd be completely fine. And at this point, my family knows this is my lifestyle, so like no one would like bother me or anything, but it would just be nice to be able to celebrate with everyone, have what they're having, that kind of a thing. And then also just, I usually go home on Sundays to my mom and dad's, and if my mom has like cooked or something, you know, being able to like have what she prepared. So she's like, you know what, based on where you're at right now, like body composition looks good, your mindset's good, like I don't worry about you going like off the rails with anything, like have an untracked meal. So got an untracked meal. So what I do for those is I always plan my food for the next day, the night before. Most of the time I'm legit just copying the whole day over. Like I kind of put myself on a meal plan for a week. So what I did, because I had a lot of driving to do on Saturday, which is my nephew's birthday, is I trained, did my normal training cardio, had my normal breakfast, and then I packed a meal for myself for once I got there in a protein bar. Because dinner food was supposed to be ready for his birthday like around 4, but of course, you know, things never work out that way. And I eat every 4 hours, so I'd planned to have like a normal lunch, which and I just went a little lighter on the carbs for that. So I prepped myself a salad that had my normal grilled chicken, not grilled, air fried chicken breast tenderloins on it, cucumbers, tomatoes, and then I brought my own vinaigrette dressing packet that I got from Amazon, so I could use that whole thing, tracked that. And then on the side I did my caramel rice cake crisps, so I did 28 grams of that. And then I brought myself a barbell, so just in case, just because I know how cookouts and things go with timing, if like leaving, driving back, that I wanted something, or while I was there. But yeah, so I had that probably like around like noon, 1 normal lunchtime-ish, was fine. And then I indulged in the birthday things. I had my sister, my family in general, we're not big bread eaters, so my sister normally doesn't eat bread, so she had a friend grill, and so he did hamburgers and hot dogs for like the kids, but there were no buns because she doesn't eat bread. So I had burgers, but I had bunless burgers, so I had like a bunless burger with cheese, like no condiments either, because we're not like, she's not a sandwich eater bread person. So I had a bunless burger with the cheese on it, and then I had a patty without the cheese, and then I had like bites, legit bites, like tastings of the sides, which were macaroni and cheese. And then in the low country area of South Carolina, there's a big thing called red beans and rice, so we had red beans and rice, so I had like a bite of that because I really didn't want too much of that. And then there was just like regular like baked beans, and so I had like a bite of that, and like that was enough. Like I did go back and have another bite of the mac and cheese because it was really good. But as far as food, like I was good, I was satisfied, felt like I participated in everything. And then I had cupcakes. So there's homemade cupcakes. So I had a chocolate cupcake and a vanilla cupcake. Brooklyn always wants to be involved. Look at that tail, his nub. So that was good, and that was probably like around 5 that I had that, and helped my sister clean up. We're about to get on the road. It's like 7:38, and then out of just, and I think this can happen sometimes, everyone, like the adults are sitting around, they're drinking, there's alcohol for the adults. I don't really drink like that, and then plus I was driving a lot, and I was taking my mom and my younger siblings back home, so I didn't want to drink. I didn't have a desire to drink anyways, but because we're just like sitting around and everyone has something, like you feel like you need to have something. So I got another cupcake, and like for me, it's like I didn't really need to eat that other cupcake. It just was like, for one, wasn't that great for me to go have another one, but it was just more so like just like occupying my mouth. Had there had been like diet sodas, which I've learned next time to bring that, I probably would have sipped on something like that instead. Still didn't like binge or anything like that. I didn't feel uncomfortably full, but like just when I'm reevaluating myself, I'm like, how did we handle that untracked meal results? Like, well, that was something where it's like, yeah, you probably didn't need to have that final cupcake. But anyways, came home or to my mom's house. I spent the night over there and then woke up in the morning, everything, still weighed myself like I do every single day. And I was up like 0.4 pounds, like minuscule. And then I've like since normalized. But yeah, that's been my week so far. So like I said, checked in this morning with my coach, waiting on her to get back to me, and we'll see what changes, if any, we'll make going into next week. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll do some training because I haven't done that in a while, and maybe I'll do like a voiceover and then my sit down update. But yeah, Brooklyn's been on one and he wants me, so I'm gonna go. But thank you for watching. Bye.